Hey, what's going on, everyone? Just want to take a second to introduce the head of customer success for Cincopa. My name is Darrell Evans. I'm the co-founder of Yokel, and I'm happy to have with me Omer Wexler.
Yes.
So Omer, thanks for joining me. Omer is all the way over. Where are you coming from today?
From Tel Aviv, Israel.
Tel Aviv, Israel. What time is it right now? It's 7:40 in the morning over here.
It's 5:40 p.m. in Israel.
PM. So thank you for taking time. I know it's evening and maybe dinner time. After we have conversations, and I think the last time we were having a chat, his family came home for for dinner. So we had.
I was with a glass of wine. I was talking with you, holding a glass of wine. Yes,
it was happy hour. It was happy hour. Well, listen, everyone. What we want to do today is walk through. Let me just give you a little background with why we're here. Many of you are using free video hosting platforms out. However, if you're in business to earn revenue, there are certain metrics, and one of the big complaints we get is how to generate ROI from the marketing activities. Video is going to now and has sort of made its way across every social platform. There are statistics and studies that say that people buy more after watching a video. You've heard us talk about the power of video. If you've been to our 2-day mastermind event, you've seen us talk about it. You've seen it on our blog. You see us on YouTube. You see us on Facebook. But listen, how do you take a video consumption and then turn it into data that your now marketing team can use effectively? No disrespect to YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2007, but YouTube is in the business of making money for YouTube. So when you need to take and dial in your metrics so that you can tell whether someone's consuming your content, how long they're consuming your content, whether they're going to move to the next stage of your funnel, if you're really getting into marketing automation and things that we do with the HubSpot platform, and whether you're with HubSpot or not, it doesn't matter. If you're using any marketing automation whatsoever, you need smarter data, and you need to own your own video hosting platform. There's an affordable option, and that's why I was excited to invite Cincopa here. I didn't want to try to explain it to you because we just partnered with them several months ago, and we're just getting our feet deep into the platform. So with that, I've asked Omer to join me. So Omer, let me start by asking you just a quick question.
Sure.
Just give us some history quickly on Cincopa, because I think if most people watching this video, they probably haven't heard of Cincopa. So, and I was even surprised when you guys reached out to us that you've been around for a decade now or more. Tell me a little bit about the background of Cincopa.
Actually, more than a decade.
More.
To be exact, 12 years. We've been around for 12 years from 2006. Yeah. And basically, Cincopa is a media hosting platform. We don't just host videos. We are a video hosting, obviously. That's our main business. But we also host images, audio files, and other files such as documents. One of the benefits in Cincopa is that we have plenty of templates to choose from. If it's a single video that you want to embed in a landing page or a video gallery, or just like an education portal, or an image gallery, image slideshow, we have more than 100 templates, and I'll show it to you in a few seconds.
Okay.
And yeah, we have more than 1,000 clients, and
wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that if you Google video platform or video hosting solution, you'll eventually come across Cincopa. We're out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so I'm glad you made the distinction too, because you're not just hosting video, but obviously that's kind of the big item.
Mm-hmm.
But images and PDFs and documents and HTML files of all sorts, right? So you really have this opportunity for people to privatize the documents that they don't want just spread around the web, right? Which is one of the sort of issues of some of the content that you have. You want to keep to your private paid audience, and that's what Cincopa offers. Let's dive in. What we're going to do today, folks, is we're going to have Omer jump into a sort of a walkthrough demonstration of the platform, so that you can see some of the benefits and features. And also, again, you may be out there considering other platforms, such as Wistia, such as Vidyard, such as Vimeo, their Pro plan, of course. And so what we want to do is look at how Cincopa fits into the mix. Their pricing structure is extremely aggressive, in my opinion. Great for small businesses up to mid-sized businesses. If you're not trying to play in the enterprise space, this demo, I think, is going to serve you well. So I don't want to take any more time. Omer, shall we turn over the screen and dive in?
We shall.
Let's do it.
All right. Let me just share my screen really quick. 1 second. Sorry.
All right. Oh, sure. You're going to go in my account that I just turned on.
Yeah. Do you see my screen right now?
I can. Yeah.
Which screen do you see? Do you see the Slack or your account?
I see our account, our back office.
Oh, it's this one, the one with the mouse right now. Okay. Oh,
Yep.
you're good. Because it usually like has like green stuff around it. Never mind. All right. Okay. So this is your account, Darrell. Let's
just give the whole world my email address. So
good advertising.
They're already on our email account, so that's good.
Well, if I'm already here, let me just explain. This is the account part. This is where you see, the details of your account. You can manage the users through here, the billings, the integrations. Obviously, if your clients are HubSpot users, you need to integrate their account with HubSpot. So this is where you do it from. I'll show it to you in later in the session. You also see the amount of traffic that you're using each month. Obviously, it's limited because it's on
Each
our
account
servers.
has its tiers. Yeah, has
Exactly.
tiers.
But most of the HubSpot clients, they don't even reach the above 10%. And let's just begin by creating a new gallery, I think.
Sure. And just as you're doing that, a gallery, just define really quick a gallery versus the actual video asset. So what's the purpose of a gallery?
That's a very, very good question, Darrell. A gallery, in terms of Cincopa, our terminology of a gallery is basically just the frame in which you put the asset or the assets. So a gallery can be just a single video player like this one, the Photon video player. It can also be a frame of a video in which you also see the next video afterwards, or like a nice designed video gallery, educational videos, a group of educational videos, obviously, a slideshow, or a playlist, an audio playlist for podcasts.
Right. Lots of pre-designed templates back there. That what you're doing is you've taken HTML code out of the process. You've taken the need to have a developer design these things, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
You're taking it right out of the place. So it's like just do the video, choose a template.
Exactly, and you have a lot of templates to choose from. A lot. It's more than you get in a regular CMS like WordPress or Wix.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, all your assets are hosted in in Amazon server, and they're on a CDN, a cloud distribution network. So no matter where your clients are, your users, your visitors are watching the videos or watching the image galleries, it will be as fast as possible because they will access it through the closest server available. That's the cloud distribution network. This is how it works.
Right.
Okay, so I guess for the demonstration, I guess we'll just choose the single video player because I'm pretty sure this is what most of your clients will require. So we're going to click on use this template. Now we're entering the second stage, the customization, of the template. So after you chose a template out of our more than 100 templates, you also have the option to redesign it the way that you see fits. It's very useful if you want to match it to like make it seem more organic to your site, to the colors of your logo, for example. So you have the basic settings in which you need to give the gallery a title and a description. This is very important for SEO, by the way. I should probably mention in the gallery title and the gallery description, and in the asset title and the asset description, you have JSON LD embedded, which means that it's SEO friendly. Google basically reads the title and the description as meta description and meta title. So when someone searches for your videos on Google or other search engines, they will come across whatever you typed right there.
Okay.
You can play with the width of the gallery. On advanced options, you have the edit CSS. If you need something very, very specific in terms of the design, then this is where you need to be. This is the right address for you. You have the show control bar, don't show it, Facebook mode, which means that when you scroll down, once you come across the video, it will automatically play the video. The volume control, not going to elaborate on that. Player appearance, very important. If you're creating a landing page for your clients, then and you want the buttons here to match the colors of the website, this is how you do it. It's very useful. I use it all the time, actually.
Yeah, it makes the button sort of stand out and pop a little bit.
Exactly. Yes.
And the key with let me just throw something in too.
It's okay. Go ahead.
One of the things about some of these features that are really neat is that once we get someone to a page to take an action, we want to make sure we draw that action out of them. And so that feature may seem subtle, but it's important to get the person to continue the journey of what they started to do. That's all I wanted to say.
Of course, yeah. That you're right about that. So you have the player control that basically controls everything that you see here. You have the lead generator. This is actually very important for HubSpot users because the main purpose of choosing Cincopa when you're a HubSpot user is to embed a lead capture form in the video. So obviously when you connect your account with your Cincopa account with your HubSpot account, then you get the option to choose HubSpot forms.
Already embedded, just drop down and play. Drop and go.
This is
that's cool.
These are all your forms from your account. You just choose one, and the lead will be captured and saved directly in your HubSpot lists. Let's see. This is not important for you. Player brand. Not sure that it's something that you might find useful, but let's just...
adding a watermark, and I did that on the one we uploaded last week.
Exactly. So I usually use this, by the way. With Cincopa and HubSpot, obviously, you can send personalized videos for your clients and track if they watched it or not. And I have clients, who have websites, and sometimes to better market the product, I just take their logo and put it in the video, and I take like a small version of their logo and put it in the actual player right here, so it would look like the player was developed in-house.
Wow.
I have some clients who just you requested that it's a request. So advertising is not important. It's more for publishers. Overlay also not important. And miscellaneous, if you want to protect your content, like put a password protection or a domain lock, so no one would be able to embed your videos elsewhere. Or maybe you want to enable the download, because it's by default is disabled, so no one can download your videos by default. But if you do want them to be able to download it, you just you pick original file or web version. Okay. Which is something that I need to elaborate in a few seconds. Disable or enable the right click, and that's it basically. So this is the customization stage.
Can I ask just a question I think our audience might be asking at this moment?
Yes.
Do you have to set these customizations for each gallery that you create, or is there a global customization setting?
You're just asking all the right questions, Darrell.
I know how my audience thinks.
Actually, so we have two features. One of them we just released this week, the master gallery. So let's say that you have multiple videos. You have a lot of videos, and you want to create one master gallery, so that whenever one of your clients decides to create another gallery, you will have these settings by default. So this is something that we have. It's not enabled in your account right now, but we have that feature. It's very easy to use. And also when you go to galleries, 1 second.
That's going to save a lot of people a lot of time.
Exactly. When you go to
time.
But this is one of your galleries that you uploaded to Cincopa. You're going to click on more options and duplicate settings only. And then you'll be able to use the same gallery. But I think the better way is to use the master gallery feature.
So there's two features there. Really, one is if you just want to duplicate something you've done previous, but then there's going to be this option to turn on this global setting that just sits in there. So if you turn on the global setting and then you want to go away from it, can you edit it in the moment?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so let's see. After we're done customizing the gallery, we're going to click next. And let's just, this is where we upload the video. You can drag and drop it from your computer, or in your case, just to save some time, I'm going to choose the same asset that you chose in the last gallery. Obviously, this is very important. If SEO is important, for your clients, then they will have to give it a title, a caption, and a description. Very important.
Gotcha.
Click finish. This is this is where you see that the asset will be uploaded to the gallery. Click next, and then you'll be entering the embed gallery stage. Here, as HubSpot users, you'll have to, sorry, 1 second. Hold on. Here it is, HubSpot.
I think, can you go ahead and pause really quick, because a lot of people watching this won't be on HubSpot. I just want you to use that drop-down list one more time, just to show how many integrations you have outside of HubSpot. Those of you who are watching this that are not on HubSpot, don't worry. They have integrated with almost just about every major email platform out there. So please don't be worried if you're not on HubSpot. If you're a client of ours or you're thinking about HubSpot, you're great. But if you're not and you're on one of these other services, you're in great shape.
Exactly. I usually use Gmail, by the way. When you use Gmail, you can, in the emails and campaigns section.
That's for like sending out a direct video to someone.
Exactly. So you need to, if you have HubSpot, obviously it's being done automatically in your list.
Right.
Just to make sure that you do understand that. But if you don't have HubSpot, you don't have a list, you just want to send someone a personalized video and it's a Gmail account, then you need to do it manually. And this is how you do it basically. You just write the name, Omer, and the email address. And then you copy the code. You go to Gmail, for example.
Wow, this is, I didn't even know this feature was here. I'm enjoying this because I live in Gmail.
I'm glad you're enjoying this. Hold on 1 second. Because we're having a Zoom meeting, by the way, the internet
slower.
is slower.
Yeah, a little slower. But the beauty of it is most of you using Gmail out there, if you're sending one-on-one, and again, personalized video, just especially if you're using it for prospecting, sales, client nurturing, great use case. While that's going, I know you're going to be able to pull that up in just a second.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Good.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so I'll pass it here. I'll see the thumbnail. Once one of your. So let's say that I'm preparing a personalized video, and one more thing I forgot to mention: we have the Rec Trace, which is a Chrome extension, totally free. Once you click on that, you can record the screen, or yourself, or just the tab, and then you can. The video will be uploaded directly to your Cincopa account. Wow. And then you can paste it right here in the on Gmail and track whoever watched it. Now, just think of the value that you're getting out of it. Think of a client that you're chasing. You have a list of clients, a lot of clients, and you're chasing them, and you don't really know where you stand with your clients. And with this tool, you'll be able to see if the client actually watched one of your boring videos. Think of a client who's watching a boring 15 minutes video. He watched more than 80% of it, and you see it instantly. That's the right place where you need to
follow up,
to hunt down the client. Basically.
Yeah. So from a prospecting standpoint, you're just nailing one of the big issues, right? One of the problems with sales is you never know when people are going to be ready and more interested to buy. But you're saying that through the engagement of video and being able to know that they watched 50, 60, 80% of it, and those of you watching this, we talk about this on Facebook. We talk about the fact of custom audiences on Facebook and tracking how long people watch videos and then understanding if they're warmer or colder. Here's where you can do it directly, one prospect at a time if you want to.
Exactly. And this option, by the way, That's the main option that's integrated with HubSpot. That's why Cincopa has a HubSpot app because of that, and I'll show it to you in
Yeah, let me let you finish this. I've taken you off. That Chrome extension I didn't even know about. That's awesome.
Okay, so this is the embed part. Let's just go real quick to the asset part because there is another customization page when you want to customize the asset and not the gallery. So we're going to click on preview and edit. And here you have the share link if you want just to grab the asset and send it to someone without putting it in the gallery. I don't really recommend it, by the way. I recommend always putting the asset in the gallery.
Okay.
You can put as many galleries as you want. You're not limited. Embed part, not important. The Gmail, the same thing. You saw in the embed stage of the gallery. You can also do it from the assets. You can set a different thumbnail. I usually use this on my personal videos. I have no idea why, but every time I post a video, I'm making like a really funny face, like this, and this is the thumbnail. So I always use this. You can set a start and an end point, obviously. Automated transcription. We just actually released this feature.
Wow. Wow.
Under every video under 5 minutes, you can just use this feature for free.
Now, is that the caption or is that like just a transcript?
It's a transcript.
Transcript.
Yeah, exactly. It's what you're seeing right here. It's similar to
Oh, so it is the captions that will play underneath the video.
Yes, it is.
Oh, perfect. Now, so for those of you watching, let me explain how big a deal that is, because in most cases, you're going to pay maybe up to $1 a minute to get your captions, and you have to separate it from the video, then go back and edit the video. So with this built-in feature now, you are, you're saving more money because now you're not having to go pay third party for these transcriptions.
Exactly. Now I should mention something. This is automatic video transcription. Obviously, it's not 100% perfect. There is no human who's actually listening to the conversation and is doing the transcription.
So what that means, folks, is that it's AI, right? It's some intelligence. It may not be perfect, but for those of you who can live with done, which is better than perfect.
No. Actually, you don't need to live with done. You can live with perfect because you have the option to
edit it. Oh, you
edit it afterwards. Exactly.
Beautiful. There you go. You have saving people a lot of time here.
Exactly. You have the chapter part. If you have a long video and you want to put some chapters, annotations. Just like on YouTube, where you suddenly see like a message, and then you're defining a message from 4 seconds until 8 seconds, something like that.
Yeah.
A call to action. This is where you can put a call to action. I usually like to put call to actions which leads to a Calendly link. So because after watching a marketing video, that's the best time to capture a lead and best time to set up a meeting with it. Extra files. In terms, every video, obviously, every thumbnail as a file has subtitles. These are the extra files that you can upload through here, and publish to YouTube. Not really relevant at this point.
You're probably like, I don't know why the product.
Yeah, why is this here? Display none. Okay, now regarding the analytics, okay, Darrell, you're not very active in your Cincopa account.
We will be better.
But you know what? Let me just. I think because you mentioned that you also have clients who don't use HubSpot, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I should probably go over the analytics part just for them.
Yes, please. Yes.
I'm going to revert the identity. I'm going to change the account.
Okay.
To my account. Okay, so this is the analytics part. Let's just start by in the heat map. So just grab a different video. Okay, that's the best example I can give you right now because this is my personal account. But the best video I have only have like 13 plays.
Mhm.
We're going to click on that, and the heat map you'll actually see when people started dropping off on the
Mm.
video. Now think of a video that's 15 minutes long, okay? And you want to know if it's successful or not, if people are engaged with it. So this chart here, if as long as it's going like this, it means that it's successful. If you see like a drop right in the beginning of the chart, it means that you need to do something with your video. You need to make it shorter. You need to change the content, change the script, whatever. You just need
Get
to
them
act.
engaged. Yeah,
Exactly.
something's not getting them engaged. Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, you see, all the people who watch the video. It's anonymous right now because these are people that I didn't send the video personally to. But if I did send someone the personal video, you will see his name right here. I do have an example of that, but I don't think I can, show you a name of someone
Right.
in
Right.
in their company. I think it's
Yeah. Let's not do that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is the analytics part.
And that's what's different, right? So the one thing that's different, and I'll just throw this out about YouTube. YouTube has an analytics section, but you don't get user data. You just get I call them vanity metrics, right? You get how many people watched and how long they watched. And yes, there's a little bit of a heat map, but you don't really get any idea of whether the individual lead, contact, or person you are really trying to reach paid attention to that video. And a lot of people are making the mistake of just including a YouTube link in their email marketing or on their web page, and then they're sending them to YouTube, and then the minute they get over there, they're distracted by every other video that YouTube wants to show.
Exactly.
Again, not bashing YouTube, but this is for very specific marketing to very specific target audiences to very specific prospects on your website when people have journeyed to get there, whether through paid advertising or organic search. This is the way to make sure you're controlling your data and understanding the ability to navigate your marketing funnel appropriately. So it's good.
That's exactly precise. When you post a YouTube video, as you mentioned, you send traffic to YouTube, and afterwards, suddenly they'll, the next video that the potential client will listen to is like a old Nickelback song from 10 years ago, and that's me basically. I just got really nostalgic lately. Okay, so this is the analytics part, and you can obviously, you can see how many, the person. This is one of my employees from El Salvador. I see that he watched, 100% of this video. I think it's a annotation example. I prepared like an employee tutorial, and I'm using it to track that, to see that my employees actually watch my videos. It's very important for me. So I can also see that he watched it the beginning, the starting point one more time afterwards. He was probably, like trying to understand something in the beginning.
Yeah.
So this is the analytics part. I guess we'll go straight to HubSpot right now, unless you have any questions about the platform.
Can we just go just spend 1 minute or so on the Pages tab? What are we doing there?
Oh, the Pages tab, right. If you don't have HubSpot, then and you want to create a landing page, then this is where you need to go.
Okay.
You can create a landing page. It's like there's a form where you put the title and the logo and.
Okay. Yeah, we won't walk through building one, but can you maybe just open one up so we can see what it looks like?
Yeah, 1 second.
Like a sample. And for those of you, again, some of you are not good at landing page code. You're not good at, some of the plugins that are really great out there with WordPress, HubSpot, or otherwise. Make it simple on yourself.
Exactly.
If need be.
Okay, so, this is a very, I don't really have an example of good landing pages here, but
a simple style, yeah.
Exactly. You just choose a template that you can place the lead capture phone in the video, and you have the design, and you have a subdomain of you can put your company here, and then Cincopa.com.
Gotcha. So it's a last resort if you're not really. I mean, obviously you want them on your website, you want the tracking, you want the analytics. But in the emergency or where it's a scenario where you don't need them necessarily, you don't need a landing page for every personalized video.
Exactly. I don't. You see, I'm not usually. I don't
Yeah.
usually use this this feature. I just send
Right.
videos.
Yeah.
In a
Okay.
link.
I didn't want you to. Thanks for taking time on that. I just wanted to figure the question might come up from our audience.
No problem. So now for the HubSpot part, is that okay?
Yes. Let's wrap it up with that.
All right. Good. Let's see. Hold on 1 second.
While that's pulling up, it goes a little slow with Zoom recording as well as the internet, but hopefully you guys are getting some value out of this, seeing a great option for you for video hosting. And so.
Oh, oops, I misspelled John. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Let's see. Hold on. Hopefully it's here. It's been a while since I used this. Here it is. Okay. So this is an example of, this is like a fictitious lead, by the way. Once you integrate Cincopa with HubSpot, you'll see, in the user journey, in the lead journey that you usually see on HubSpot, if he opened an email, if he clicked on a call to action, if he entered the landing page, or if he revisited a website, that's a regular message that HubSpot user usually gets. You also get the Cincopa feature that tells you if someone watched a video and how long into the video he watched it. So here you see that Smith John has Cincopa for HubSpot event, played 17% of a HubSpot certification test. That's the name of the video.
Okay.
I can even watch, see that which video he watched and which parts he watched. So I know that this guy watched, 16, it says 17, but it's, 16, 17% of this video.
Right.
So I can see it right here, and I can also see it in, I can also prepare a workflow in which if one of my leads watched more than, let's say 80% of a video,
Wow.
then send a notification, an SMS to a sales rep. Or you can even increase the score of the lead. So you wake up in the morning, you go to the office, you drink your coffee, you filter, you see all the, the leads that reached a higher score because they watched, a video on Cincopa.
Right. So you guys, let me pause right there and just dive into how do you, marketing automation doesn't have to be 18,000 steps, right? I want to talk to you about the simplicity of marketing automation. You need intelligence to determine whether or not your marketing funnel is working. So we already have that now. But now what Omer just talked about is you can literally set up an automation that sends a message to your sales team. If a certain video, maybe it's a pricing video, maybe it's a demonstration video, if they've watched a certain amount, you maybe notify your sales team. Another example is if they've watched a certain amount, you enter them into a secondary workflow. You can use the video to start the workflow, right? So maybe you meet someone offline. We talked to a lot of you who are still doing trade shows, and a lot of you are still doing networking. What if you send them a personalized video, and then and the contingency is if they watch 50% of this 2 or 3 or 4 minute video, it now triggers them into a nurturing sequence or a workflow. It's just so many uses to this. I just wanted to integrate that because, video hosting tied to marketing automation, it just makes things that much more powerful. Go ahead.
Exactly. And also just, I use these features, by the way, myself, and it's amazing that the conversion rate is increasing because, when I use this feature and I see that, my leads are watching those videos, I know that there are really a big chance that I can turn this lead into a paying customer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great. What else do we need to cover?
What else do we need to cover? I think that's it, unless you have any questions.
No, let's summarize. So, I'm just going to give a quick high-level summary. So a couple of things that stood out. Number one, you have the ability with these videos to have them search engine optimized if you want that to be the case. I didn't ask specifically, but let me just ask, is there a way to make the video private other than just the password? Meaning, can we keep Google from crawling it if we don't want them to, or is that?
Yes, you can. One second, let me show you.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one thing. And so while you're pulling that back up, the other thing is being able to have this option for master gallery, being able to duplicate your settings, video gallery to video gallery. The use cases here are almost endless, whether it's general video consumption, personalized video consumption through Gmail. That's awesome. The Chrome extension where you can record directly into the browser and push that right into Gmail. So some great features in addition to just the grand video hosting aspect.
Just to answer your first question, you see this SEO tools? You don't want Google to you don't want your videos to appear in the search engines. You just turn it off. That's it.
Perfect. Piece of cake.
Yes, it is.
And that's over in step 4 when you're going through. And that's the other thing is there's simple 4-step navigation across the top. Once you start the process, you're just going to work your way through the 4 steps. And so when you get to step 4, you can turn that off. And there are certain cases where you might want to do that. For instance, if it's paid media, like we have paid membership, people that go to our Digital Growth Bootcamp event and our monthly coaching program, we don't want that content open to the public. So if we were using it for this, we would not want that crawlable by Google, so then they can show it to everybody when our clients paid for it. So
exactly.
Good stuff. Well, Omer, any last final thoughts? We obviously are going to be able to work with clients that are on HubSpot with this product, inside of our retainers. Those of you who are not on HubSpot, no worries. There's plenty of platforms. They've got it integrated with every email service provider you're probably using today.
Wow, it's I think that's a good thing that you reminded me of this. I totally forgot to show you the integration part. If you want to integrate Cincopa with HubSpot or any other of these platforms, all you need to do is go to integrations, just click connect, and that's it. On HubSpot, once you click connect, you choose your HubSpot account, obviously, and that's it. And your Cincopa is integrated with your HubSpot. No developers, nothing. Just 2 clicks.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, listen, I think what we'll do is we'll bring that to an end, bring our demonstration to an end. Omer, I want to thank you and Cincopa once again for you taking time out on your evening schedule there in Tel Aviv. We are going to, for those of you watching, we'll have the link to Cincopa to get more details, more information, more resources on our website beneath this video, above the video, in the email that you received this video. And we really encourage you to start really taking a look at the platform as an option. We believe that video is the way people are communicating. You look at every social platform, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, everyone has video. YouTube is obviously as big as it is. YouTube TV, everything is video. You're going to build relationship when you use video. So we highly encourage you to take a look at our friends here at Cincopa. We're looking forward to our developing relationship as an agency partner. And more importantly, the benefit of using a tool like this we haven't even begun to explore it all the way through. So we're excited to continue the journey. So any final thoughts?
No, I'm very excited to start working with you guys.
I appreciate it. Omer, thanks for your time, and for everybody watching, thank you for taking time on this call, and we'll see you on another one in the future. Take care.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.